it's Nim, or Nimicree if you're feeling professional, and welcome to the YouTube video. Now today, it's time for the blind watch-through of Dragonflight Legacies Chapter 3. Just like the last two, you'll see my genuine, first time seeing it reaction. I've avoided all spoilers, even though it was posted today. You'll see this tomorrow, so there'll probably be a bunch of videos. I appreciate you watching mine. But without further ado, let's get started. Alright, let's get started.
Wait! You have led me through all these moments in time.
This is so cool. It's so cool.
There is a blind spot in my vision.
Yes! Oh, I'm glad they're continuing the story. Obviously, you know, they're talking about the Drakthir, and they're talking about, oh, how does this all work? What's all gonna happen? And that's fine. But I just like seeing the fact that this shows that Nozdormu is not omniscient, like very powerful, understands the time ways, and is the guardian of time, but doesn't know everything. And he's trying to figure out exactly, from what I'm gonna guess, is what is the point at which he starts the path to become Merzond. That's my guess. Haven't seen this, so we're gonna see, but I think he wants to stop that point because the infinite dragonflight is nothing but a scourge on Azeroth, and to the greater degree, the universe, if they proliferate.
Of a time before Neltharion's corruption, and I believe it centers upon you. I must know why. Seek him out in your memory.
That's so cool. They're like being able to go inside his memory in the time stream. Like that's cool. Think about the lore possibilities of being able to do that. You could literally play quest perspectives from various things, especially since we have access to the Shadowlands. We could potentially talk to old defeated raid bosses or things like that and see their story coming up as a raid boss, basically. Like, they could be like, oh, well, this is, you know, Iray's army, and creates a whole bunch of really cool lore possibilities, being able to go into someone's memories, like, in time. Oh, that would be great. Chapter 3.
Fierce battle. It was my honor to command a battalion. We executed Neltharion's will precisely. Our devotion and discipline were unmatched.
That is a great scene. I like the rain. I like the fact that it's there, and the voice actor who plays the Drakthir that's speaking, I can't remember how to pronounce the name correctly, Ember something, but is an amazing voice actor for what they're doing. Also, Neltharion just standing there looking very imperious. Oh, especially since I know what's going on, because at this point, it's probably Deathwing, but taking the human visage.
The Titan artifact. That must be the source of your unity. This was an ancient magic that bound you to his will. Would you not sacrifice yourselves at his whim?
We were soldiers. There were many threats to the world.
Emberthal. And that's the idea, is that right there, that pushback, Nozdormu is not a military being, right? Powerful, yes, but more mage than soldier. Whereas Emberthal's like, no, we're not controlled as thralls, as slaves, as, you know, dominated beings. We are soldiers. This is our job. This is our oath. This is our duty. It's not compulsion. It's something taken voluntarily. And I really like that Emberthal pushes back on that, because it sets a very good distinction. And more importantly, it avoids a lot of the traditional WoW problem where it's, oh, they were corrupted by the Shah. Oh, they were corrupted by the old gods. Oh, they were corrupted by this. Or, oh, they were under mind control. Or, oh, it was dominated. Or, oh, this. And so, no. We did this. And I like the fact that they did that.
And here was the greatest. The Primalists.
Whoa.
That is Razageth, the Storm Eater. One of the leaders of the Primalist Rebellion.
He struck without warning.
I love the fact that they're talking about these elementally infused dragons, and their breath is lightning and wind, as opposed to, whatever Ysera and Norse Dormu and Alex Strauss is fire. But I really, really like that. It's a very cool touch, and they don't have this. They have this almost like the Twilight cult or the Twilight Hammer cult aesthetic a little bit, which I'm a fan of.
Without honor, and I lost many friends this day. We fell back, regrouped. Then, everything became jumbled, confused.
Oh, foreshadowing. Oh, we're gonna reforge that, I bet. Oh, I hope we get to reforge that, because I'm curious as to what the Titan artifact would be. You can't just do that, even if we don't get to have it as like a legendary item or something, because people are like, oh, it's borrowed power. It's like, if everybody has something, it's fine. I had no problem with the Wad Ring or the Cloak from Pandaria, especially because you could pretty much, especially towards the end of the expansion, you can get both of those very, very easily and catch up. But if we get we get to reforge the Titan artifact, it's great. And also, the fact that the Primalists were able to strike at Neltharion, this might be also N'Zoth's will, right? Because that's a Titan artifact. Titan influence counteracts generally the effects and influence of old gods. Without that being there, now you may be able to corrupt the rest of the Drakthir under N'Zoth. Ooh, this is kind of a cool idea. We could have some corrupted Drakthir at some point.
The artifact destroyed, and the order magic which had united the Drakthir was dispelled. How then was Razageth defeated?
Oh, yeah. That right there. Just giving into that corruption and manifesting. Yes. Like, I know, yes. Yes. So much yes. And I hope we get to fight like a Memory of Deathwing and get a proper brawl as opposed to clipping toenails.
So, brother, this is what you hid from us. The moment you fell from grace. In his desperation, he turned to the deepest evil. The power of the old gods.
That Scritch. That Scritch. That just shows the desperation. And, Rastagath is apparently strong enough to go toe-to-toe with the Aspects at this point in time. So, that's a strong being. That's a very strong being. And to be pulled in that's a terror. It reminds me of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, in which the lady's trying to claw and stay up, and Leatherface keeps pulling her, and you see the nails on the wall, and it's, but just that sound. That was a good bit of artwork.
If only we had known.
But then, why were we imprisoned? Why did we sleep for so long?
If he could no longer control the Drakthir, he would have deemed you a risk.
No. We laid down our lives for him. He was proud of us.
Was he, though? I would say that the soldier would believe that the generals are proud of their efforts. And hopefully Emberthal is validated and vindicated, and there's some type of, noble part of Neltharion that isn't corrupted, but I'm not gonna hold my breath.
Why would he stop this sand? I cannot see!
Because you do not want to. Yet you can only become more than you are if you confront your past.
Exactly. That is just like the looks of betrayal on their faces. That's done so much because it's not just like you crossed this, but like it's almost a child to a parent, and it's the art team did an amazing job with this, and plus the music with that swelling score, yes.
So he locked us away. Forgot we even existed. It would have been kinder to simply destroy us.
That is a harsh thing. I'd like to think that he did it to protect them from the corruption of N'Zoth, to make it so not able to get. But then again, we also know that when we killed Deathwing, when we fought him, there was nothing rational left. It was just a being of chaos and entropy in the end. Similar to Galakrond.
I am sorry, my young friend. We had to know the truth. But do not despair. I now believe that Neltharion locked you away because of what you might become.
Oh, come on, Hope!
Achieve, free of his control.
And now, you are free. This world has much to offer, and you will have a part to play in the events to come.
You spoke of an ancient enemy's return. It is Razageth and the Primalists. That is why we were awakened.
It seems that Neltharion yet had a purpose for you.
Yes! Find meaning in the suffering. Because, again, we must remember, the Drakthir were soldiers, right? Not philosophers, not mages, not scholars, and sure, they were intelligent and crafty, they're not mindless brutes, but ultimately, they are soldiers. Think of a draconic phalanx. Like, okay, we got all the tactics, the shields, everything, we know what to do, and bam! There, plus, dragons. It's great.
But he is gone. You must decide which path you will take, which story you will tell.
My story will be my own.
All right, and with that, I think we're done with the video for now. I just want to say that was an absolutely fantastic ending. I liked the first part a lot. Second one was kind of but we did get to see some cool things, and the third one was just really cool. Now, for those who don't know, I used to serve in the military, so I understand a little bit of some of the motivations behind writing the character there, and I really liked that, because ultimately you see over the course of Nozdormu leading Emberthal through memories and history, like, okay, well, this was my purpose, and well, my purpose is no longer valid. I will find my own purpose. And that is a very healthy message and mindset to have, is that other people can't determine what you're supposed to do. You determine what you're supposed to do. You make it happen through your own power. And yeah, there's some things that are going to be in your way, and that's why you have friends to help you out. And go from there. This was great. This was fantastic. Listen, I had an absolute blast making this, and if you like what I do, or you like what the channel does in specific, go on and hit subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with everything the channel does. Additionally, you can find me on Twitch every Friday, Saturday, Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do a lot of World of Warcraft, in addition to some Souls games. I like to splash those in there to really up the level of suffering in my life. And luckily, I'm not very great at the Souls games, so that happens. Finally, for those who wish to go above and beyond the Call of Duty, for those who wish to parse at rank 1, there is Patreon, and that's patreon.com/Nimicry. You can support the channel there. There's a variety of perks, all of which are listed there. I won't go into any more detail here, except for patreon.com/Nimicry. This was a very fun video to make. I can't wait until next week, because I believe we start Phase 2 of the pre-patch, which means Drakthir and Uldaman Legacy of Tyr, and a few other fun things. So let's all look forward to that, and may the mount you're farming drop on the first kill.